Welcome to my house, guys, and welcome to Ohio. I wanted to make this video, as you guys have probably already seen by the thumbnail. I titled it something along the lines of like, it's time to move, I need to move. And that is true. This is actually not clickbait for a change. I have lived in this house since I was 20 years old and bought it when I was 22 years old. Now I'm 27, so I've owned it for 5 years. And at some point you kind of outgrow the place you're living and you outgrow just all the surroundings and everything around you. And you get tired of listening to traffic drive by and ruin these talking segments. But I want to give you guys like a little tour of my house, explain where I'm going, what I plan on doing, and why this isn't really working anymore for me. And you guys can tell me if you agree or not. Let's go. So this is the side of my house, guys, and I live right off of a very busy street here in Lancaster, Ohio. And as you can see, these surroundings are not the prettiest to film, and that's one thing. When I bought this house, obviously, I was selling cell phones. I wasn't making YouTube videos, and you want pretty stuff to film, and this house isn't really the prettiest to film, if you guys can see that. And natural light is something that is huge. So if you look at any of these other YouTubers, like I'm just gonna give you Max Tuning for an example, one of the guys I watch a lot of. His new place has windows everywhere. Natural light is crazy. If you've ever done photography, videography, you understand how important that is. Well, the windows right off my living room are behind these bushes. So literally, like, I can open the blinds and nothing happens. And then at night, when it's windy, you hear those branches scraping and you think zombies are attacking and the world is over. So that is one downside to this, is that it's not ideal for filming. You guys might see, like, I kind of film in the same spots. My kitchen, because there's windows and everything in there. And then my living room, because I can like get a little bit through that front. But like most other areas of my house, the lighting is terrible. So that's no fun. But anyways, I'll show you guys like my backyard and my garage, and I'll point out something else that a lot of people point out. So come on. Okay, another thing about this house is that this is the nicest car I've ever owned in my life. The first big, I think, boy purchase, besides my house that I've made that I've been really proud of. I get questions all the time, like when I was chipping snow off of it in a few videos back, they're like, why don't you garage that car? I see you have a garage back there. So, I'll show you guys why I parked this in my driveway and not in my garage. Come on. All right, it's been so long since I've been in this garage. I have no idea what that combination is. So I don't even think I have bolt cutters. So we're not getting in here, but I don't know if you can just like, look at this. I mean, I guess this doesn't really take away the functionality of it as a garage, but like this building's falling apart. If you get in there, and I wish I could, you would see that like it's dirt floors and it's like, it's just so terrible in there. But I could, you're probably like, well, you could not be lazy and like clean it out and park your car in there. But come on, we're gonna go over here. So this garage door doesn't even open. There's no electricity running to this, or whatever wires are there are now fried. Like, you should go in there. It is a disaster. Like, the garage door doesn't open, literally doesn't work. So that's why I don't park in the garage, because I literally physically cannot. And even coming in here, like, you know, I lift weights. I'm not the world's strongest man, but you know, I got some masculinity to me, I hope. And I reached down and tried to lift that thing up like full deadlift style, like, whoo! Like, you know, I even took the smelling salts first. I cannot get that thing to budge. So yeah, that's why we don't utilize the garage. Let's check out the rest of the yard. So on the other side of the garage, now look at this Frankenstein monstrosity of a plant right there, right? This thing's, if we let this go too much longer, it's gonna take over the world. But what happened was my mom had this idea. She's like, we're gonna take your backyard, we're gonna plant plants, and it's gonna look gorgeous. Little did she know I have zero interest in watering plants. So she got me this potted one, and it sat here for years. And what happened was like a tree grew inside of it and came up through. Now, I don't even know what happened. The end of the world starts here. So that's just been there forever. A really nice lawn ornament. It was lawn gnome or the Frankenstein plant monster. I chose Frankenstein plant monster. And then we got back here. Is this the Fern Mobile?
It is.
This thing's a tank, man, let me tell you. Anytime we have to go do any mafia style work, we got to do some car ramming, anything like that, we hop in the big Fern Mobile, baby. So, second parking slot back here. And then I got a fence, but as you can see, we got some holes in it. And it's just like, I don't know, not very abstract. There we go. Cardboard box right here. And that's another thing about this right here, this house right here. All my neighbors, right? So come back here a little bit. Everybody puts their trash in this alley, right? So this is like trash alley. We're just gonna call it that. For two reasons, figuratively and literally, trash alley. So what happens is the wind kicks up, the weather here in Ohio, as you guys can see, is unpredictable. That wind kicks up, everybody's trash like culminates here and blows into my yard, and then it gets trapped. So show them the trash trap. It's like trapped in here, and I'm constantly cleaning trash out of my yard that is not mine. So that's where that box came from. But this is essentially my backyard. Not a lot of privacy. Hey, there's a Mike's Hard Lemonade can crushed right there. That's nice. But this is my yard, so not a lot of room to like do anything in. And that's another thing about buying a new house is like having areas outside to film stuff. Cause like here, like there's neighbors everywhere, crackheads around the corner. Just being outside and doing stuff, it's like a little hard here. Like as much as I am used to being on camera and filming stuff outside, like when people watch you do it that have no idea, like I don't even think my neighbors know I'm a YouTuber. They probably do after this video, but like, it's goofy, you know? So like maybe being like out in the country more, maybe more progressive people, you know what I mean? I don't know. So that's basically the outside of my house. Actually, hold on, we got one more area. Let's show you the other side, come on. Woo, it's really coming down out there. Okay, we are at the inside of my house. Lots of these places you've probably already seen, so I'm gonna keep this quick and easy if you've been following me long enough. This is the kitchen, you know, kitchen stuff. I cook a lot here. I mean, I sit there a lot for videos. Come look at my girls up here, look at this. That's my girlfriend. And who's that cutie? Can you see that cutie? Yeah, look at that. That is from a Polaroid camera I got my girlfriend for her birthday. Cause I'm a good guy like that. Creative thinking outside the box. Could've just done a teddy bear, but no, Polaroid camera, baby. All right, next room. Starting to believe this is what those MTV Cribs guys gotta start feeling like, man. I feel like I'm giving you guys the luxury tour of this mansion. So what we have in here, this is not my living room. It's like the pre-living room before you get to the living room. Put my shoes in the corner down here. We have quite the collection. You know what I don't get about shoes? It's like, I only wear like 2 pairs of those. The rest are just there taking up space. I don't know. I could probably donate them. We got this here, kind of just like my wallet, my jewelry, my fancy jewelry up there. Some eye drops. What's he need those for? Anyway, coming over here. What's he need this for, huh? What's he need that? Upcoming video. You guys will just have to wait and see. Got something good planned. Something good planned. So, put that down. And then over here, this is like the catch-all for all my recording equipment, production stuff. I got some extra lenses, camera cases, little mini tripods. This is the guy I used back in the day. Like, look how much we did. This is life. When I started YouTube, to now, the progression shown via tripod. Look at that. Whack someone over the head with this one you're tickling them, you know what I mean? So, yeah, this is basically it. Got a little love seat here because there's like no room in this house. It's like a smaller, it's like a big, small house, if that makes sense. As you can see, like, we just literally keep like the lamps and stuff right here. Tripod in the corner. There's a Flex Fit hat down there. I don't know, a pair of Luke's shoes right there. Yeah, this is the pre-living room. So let's move on to the main attraction, the main living room. Let's go. And this is the living room where all the Netflix binge watching happens, where the magic happens. And I love this couch, big old sectional. You know how many times I've been rejected on this couch? I mean, we've had some wins too, don't get me wrong, we've had some wins, but overall, you know what I mean? Good experiences with this couch. So, usually how I get them though is with the view. Yeah, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice, bud? You've never seen that open, have you? Yeah, stare right out into what I imagine hell looks like. Okay, we will close that. A bunch of dead trees. And then, yeah, living room, mouse and laptop right here, because first thing I do in the morning when I wake up, usually get up like 6:30 a.m. To not feel like I'm working, I kind of drag this over to the couch, do my client emails, my client plans, respond to manufacturers and things. I got some really cool things in the works I'll talk about in the next video, but I've been working hard on that. I usually do that in the morning, then we'll migrate to my office later on. Whole entertainment system here with Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, and a Nintendo Switch, Samsung TV, sound system, the works. We got my front porch out here, but it's like terrible out there. Cause like what happened was when I bought this house, long story short, we bought it really cheap and then fixed a lot of it up. So like it's a very old house. A lot of the foundations and stuff are very old, but everything has like a fresh new coat of paint on it. So you're probably like, this house looks nice. It's like that old car that got the new paint job, but on the inside it's just a disaster. That's kind of like how this house is, in a sense. Someone's gonna wanna buy this house, they're gonna watch this video and not buy it. We got Ohio State Buckeyes right here. I don't watch sports, but I figured this would make me seem like more of a man back in the day. So I bought it. We got a fake plant, because I don't like to water plants. Remember that joke from earlier? Yeah, don't like to water plants. You know what kind of, it's supposed to be a fern? Fern? Big fern? Yeah. Do you? Big fur, you want this fur?
I'll take it.
All right, so then we lead upstairs to the rest of the house. You guys ready for this one? Come on, come on, let's go. And welcome to the upstairs of my house. And this is where the problems arise with this house. The upstairs is super compact. There's like a room there, room there, room here, room here. I've had roommates in the past and like, you're like all over each other, basically. My new house, I wanna have like enough room to have some privacy. Like a west wing, you know, someone can be hanging out in the loft, have like a guest cottage off to the side. That's goals right there. A tennis court, huh? Get your girl to play tennis, huh? Big fur, huh? All right, let me show you this room first. And this room is my apparel room, and you might notice something right away. And that is one, we don't have a lot of room in here. It's kind of a smaller room. We've like replaced everything with like racks and stuff. You might notice some of these shelves are a little barren. It's because I have a new project in the works. We're gonna be launching something new. I've been kind of holding off on restocking some of this stuff, but I'll announce it all soon once all the paperwork's done. But I'm super excited for that. But yeah, nothing real fancy here. It's just the apparel room. We still have some items left in stock. So as the time you're watching this, I'll do a 20% off sale. Code RGF20 will save you 20% for the next 48 hours. Clock is ticking. And I'm watching it, baby. So you guys get in there if you want to take advantage of kind of what we got left here. And got a TV here, an old 55-incher. I'm giving to my pops, my daddy. So that's why that's there. We're not in here being lazy watching stuff. That's really about it for this room. I mean, there's not really a lot to talk about. Grant barely has room to work around in here with the camera angles. But basically just shipping, literally. Like we got a printer over here that we print stuff with. That's got it back. Comment below if you remember all the pain and suffering this thing's put me through. Let's get out of here. So straight across the hall from the apparel room to the west wing of the house, we have the bathroom. I know you guys have seen. So bad at that. I should pre-check these rooms before I start filming clips. But yeah, just a bathroom. I would say if I'm looking from a new house, what I want my bathroom to be, for one, I want a bigger shower. My shower is not very big. You gotta be able to fit as many people in there as you can. And two, these mirrors, this is gonna sound vain, and some of you guys are probably gonna judge me hard, so don't judge me too hard for this. It is so hard to take a good selfie in mirrors like this. Like, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. You probably have one of those big, like, here to here mirrors, like no matter where you stand, even back here, you're good. That is not the case with these mirrors. You literally gotta like, okay, camera up here, okay, yeah, there we go. It's awful, it's terrible. So that's like one goal. Get rid of these, get a big mirror. Better selfies, better life, hands down. Let's get out of here. And this is the office. This is where the video you're watching right now was edited and produced. So if anywhere magic was happening, it's right in this room. And a lot of it has to do with the fine artwork here. Some people like Picasso, some people like Basquiat. Is that how you pronounce it? Biach, add that on the end. Some people like fancy artwork. I like my prints a little simpler, but a little more symbiotic, not symbiotic, symbolic. Symbolic, not Cymbalta. That's a drug. There's lawsuits pending. Anyways, we have a dragon eating Wolverine, which I think means never give up. I don't know. We got Dragon Ball Z, the best anime of all time. This is why I like to bodybuild right here. This cartoon, as a kid, just changed my life. We have Legend of Zelda, one of the best video games of all time. Specifically Wind Waker. If you're a nerd like me, comment your favorite Legend of Zelda game down below. Mine's Wind Waker, probably a little bit over Breath of the Wild, but hey, we're not here about that. We're here for the finer things. So, we got basically the production studio right here. Got a tri-monitor setup. One of the coolest looking gaming PCs ever. When I had my guy build that for me, I said, hey man, I want it to look like a stormtrooper from Star Wars. And boy, he over-delivered on that one. So, yeah, pretty cool. Edit everything here. We had a mic on this boom arm, but it broke, and I haven't taken the time to fix it, which is cool. We got Grant's workstation right here, which is pretty cool. We got a metal Darth Vader and a Pip-Boy arm attachment. It's kind of like a nerd room slash work room. You know what I mean? We have a lot of inspirational stuff in here. I have a full VR setup and everything. If you guys ever see what VR is all about, let me know, because I have a full VR setup. I'll show you guys what virtual reality is all about. It's crazy. And we got some lights. And then this, oh, guys remember this? Guys remember this? Rem, you're being too goofy. No, this unboxing was fun. And then we also got caricature of me and my girlfriend. Boy, they hit the nose on the head right there. I look like a talking goblin. So yeah, love that. Screenshot that, post it on your social media, made me look like a fool. All right, so the final room in this house is the bedroom, baby. Let's go. Now we're gonna travel clear across the estate, back to the west wing, to the master bedroom. Hopefully you guys aren't tired from all this traveling. This is it. The smallest room in the house gets reserved for me to sleep in. Kind of unfair, but I had to like take the other rooms and make them business appropriate, if that makes sense. So a bed that I probably could have made beforehand, but I'm living that bachelor's life. And this is definitely where the magic really happens. We've been saying that in every room, but this is the real magic. None of that David Blaine BS. We're doing some real tricks in here, baby. So this is, yeah, that, TV, Xbox, PlayStation. We got a quick picture. Let me show you guys. This is me on my senior trip with a full head of hair. I don't know if you guys can see that, but boy, those were simpler times. Those were better times. I miss those times. And a little nightstand, I don't really have anything on here. PlayStation 4 controller, Xbox controller, an assortment of Blu-ray DVDs. In case, you know, I want to put something on Blu-ray, but with Netflix, who even uses physical discs anymore? I don't. Use them as Frisbees, throw them at my haters. We got a closet with some clothes in it. Little mirror here. You got to do those clothes checks before you get out. You know, Florida chest. You know, like, boom. All right, this outfit gets the double seal. Ooh, that one gets a single seal. You know what I mean? You got to rate them. Got a dirty hamper down here with clothes. A set of boxing gloves because I'm beating stuff up in this room, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically about it. And I am definitely moving though. So let's go talk about that and then you can give me your opinion on what you think. Let's go. So let me explain to you guys the biggest reason why I am moving and some of the things going through my head that's keeping me from pulling the trigger. So first and foremost, the one thing that I absolutely despise about this house, more so than anything else, like I've loved living here. Like this house really became a home for me. I've lived in it for so many years now. I've had a lot of good memories in this house, but overall it's the location and where I'm at. Not that Ohio in and of itself is a terrible place to live, but the small city that I live in doesn't really have people in it that are keeping it pushing or people that like inspire me and motivate me to keep going. I got my close circle of friends, but outside of that, I'm kind of like a big fish in a little pond, right? And I had a business partner of mine give me some advice and he said that one of the best decisions he ever made was moving from his small town to a big city because he went from being big fish, little pond into being the little fish in the big pond with a bunch of sharks, and it makes you have to like level your game up. And that's kind of like what I want to do, you know, is kind of get out of the minutia of all of this and just kind of go somewhere and like throw myself into a situation where like I have no choice but to execute or else. And on top of that, like I would love to be able to just like walk down the street and make content, like have some cool buildings, have some cool shops, have like maybe a subway to go on or a train to take or cool landscapes or like a nice view. And like there is none of that here. You guys seen outside, like I'm surrounded just by, I don't even know what you'd call this, just not visually appealing or artistic stuff. And I don't know, I just kind of want out, and I'm at a point now where you know, I can move anywhere just about that I want to. So the big thing though that keeps me from just being able to do it like is that all my friends are right here. Every member of Team Dry Scoop is right here. My girlfriend is here. We store all of our supplements and everything into our warehousing and our shipping for Purbolic Handout Hustle right here. That also makes this extremely difficult. So like I'm kind of stuck right now between two places. Like, do I buy a house here but maybe closer to Columbus? Do I move to Texas? Do I move to Cali? Do I move to Florida? You know, just kind of start fresh? Or do I just stay right here? I mean, the benefit of this house is my house payment's super cheap. I'm able to save a lot of money. So that would be a benefit of staying here. But I think that at some point in your life, you got to kind of branch out and thrust yourself into a new situation, whether that is me moving to Columbus, right? Whether that is me going to a different state, bigger city. So that's where I'm at right now. Is I just don't know like what's the right choice, you know? Do I leave my friends, right? Do I take that chance, move to a new city where I don't know anybody? If I do that, am I gonna be able to create content and meet new people and have characters or whatever, you know, on my channel, meet new friends? And I don't wanna give up my old friends, but like how do you keep a relationship like that when you live, you know, states away, cities away? So that's kind of where my headspace is at right now. And you know, I love my girlfriend too. So that obviously, you know, it's my family's here. So I don't know. So I'm gonna ask you guys for help. So what do you guys think the right decision is? What do you think? Do I stay here? Do I go to Columbus, still kind of stay close? Do I go different state entirely and just, you know, keep things pushing and see what the next level brings? What do I do? So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Comment below, but rest assured, no matter what, I gotta have a change somewhere. Like change is happening somewhere. So with that in mind, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Helps me out more than you know. Don't forget about that apparel sale, RJF20, saves 20%. And yeah, on to bigger things, guys. As always, don't forget to smile, remain positive, and pay someone a compliment, because you never know whose day you can make it better. With that, we're out of here. This has been a Remington James production. I will see you fine, ladies and gentlemen, at the next video. See you guys.